Here's a listener shout out to and from Tushiu, who has been giving us some mechanical game pointers on YouTube. We appreciate those comments, my friend. Also, they left us this great review. You guys are very entertaining. I'm enjoying every minute. We can't wait to hear from you guys. Be sure and like, subscribe, share us on social media, Reddit, all the places that you like to hang out, and let other people know about Wayfinder Legends. On to the show.
You're exploring a tomb, Lictor Akilbar, who was the Lictor during the Goblin Blood Wars. You guys all love that guy, right?
Yeah, he's my favorite. Lictor.
Yes, and so Stagrum just, alley-ooped the lid off of this thing.
Yeah.
With a little bit of help from Inara.
So, yeah, he shoves this thing off, and you look in there, and there's the Lictor laid out in his armor. Next to him, on one side is a halberd, and then he's holding, it looks like a dog slicer.
What?
Like it's attached to his belt.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah.
Boddy pings it with some detect magic.
Yeah, the dog slicer.
Boddy, you see his eyebrow and ear go up, and he looks over at Plame and says, "Oi, this Lictor's got a dog slicer, and it's magical."
I wonder who he took that off of.
Yeah, but what does he have?
Maybe they buried him with the weapons of his enemies.
Could be. Some kind of conquest.
Stagrum moves over and says, yes, they would either bury them with a weapon of good quality or an item that was special to them. Usually like the first item they acquired as a knight, or maybe something they just really enjoyed taking off an enemy.
Boddy says, "You mind if I examine that?" Boddy takes it out, looks at it very carefully, and he's going to try to identify it.
Okay.
Are we looking at this? You go ahead and look at some more if you want to. We'll create more coffins.
I got it. Inara will start trying to prop open the next one.
Alrighty.
That's a 20 Arcana check.
Ooh. You pull it out, and the first thing you notice is most dog slicers are just made of like random bits of metal, scrap metal. This one, it looks like they've silvered it, and it's got a ruin stamped on it.
Oh,
Sweet. Yeah.
this is a +1 dog slicer.
This is a +1 dog slicer.
Boddy looks at this thing and says, "Well, Plame, I think this might be better in your hands than mine."
And Plame will pick it up and kind of test the weight of it.
Oh, it's got good weight. It's like it was just built for you.
Then he slides. This is very nice. I like this a lot. I think I keep this.
It's got the same kind of magic on it that we put on Inara's sword, so it'll help you hit a little better.
Yes. All right. Well, the next crypt is set and open. That's where
It's
the spirit
open.
came out of.
And you said that my assurance of
14.
key would not work.
No, it's like a 20, I think, to pry these things open.
Really?
For some reasons, like they want them to stay in there.
I guess I'll roll for it then. It's pretty good. 24.
Oh, no problem. But that's either, was it +2, plus?
Yeah, +2 from the pry bar, yeah, from the crowbar.
All right, so you shove that one off.
Okay.
Right.
Boddy walks on over.
What do we see?
All right. This is Lictor Harvenskeen.
Harvenskeen.
All right. Yes. He's laid out in there. Guy with the looks like he had a big beard in life. And he's laid out, and there's a halberd beside him and a long sword on his chest.
Another halberd. Boddy will detect magic again. Does anything?
The halberd does. The sword does not.
Oh, bummer. Okay, the halberd. So Boddy says, "Well, right, this is another one of those magical halberds." So he looks at it. Does it look similar to the other ones?
Yeah.
And he's gonna guess, yeah, it's probably the same as the others. I'll check.
What's with all the magical halberds?
Isn't it wonderful?
17 on the check.
Identify.
Yeah.
That is another +1 halberd.
Yep, same thing.
What are we going to do with all these halberds?
That's 3 of them so far.
Fawin's eyes kind of glisten a little bit. She's like, oh, we could take the magic and reapply it to new items.
Or we can.
Or we could sell it.
I like selling it. That sounds good to me. Okay. Maybe there's something cool in this next one. Come on.
Okay, this next one?
Yep.
All right, so pry away.
Uh-oh. So natural one.
Another.
Yeah. So it's a 9.
We should probably have Plame check these for drafts.
Plame rolled 17 on the dice plus 8 thievery. So that's what, 25?
Okay. So you're like, you just got to get the right leverage on it.
Hey,
It slides on.
I was going to do that. I was doing fine. I just think I pulled something in my back a little bit.
Nice.
You got slammed into the wall that one time?
Well, you were mostly dead, so.
Well, I was getting there.
All right, so you pry this one open. It's a lady in half plate.
Oh.
Would have had long hair. It's all kind of laid out around her. There's a halberd beside her and a dagger on her belt.
And Boddy will detect magic. The dagger. Oh, thank goodness.
Not another.
Now a pile of halberds. All right.
What was the name on this one?
There was no name.
Oh, the woman has no name?
Yeah, the last two, the little plaque has fallen and broken. So
It's a shame.
yeah, you can't get the last two names.
Okay. Boddy will identify. Try to. Yeah, 16 on the dice. It's 23.
So that is a very, very nice dagger. That is a returning dagger.
That's outstanding.
I want something cool like that.
A returning dagger. All right,
That could be
Boddy.
good or it could be bad. It depends on which end is pointing at you in return.
Boddy picks it up and says, "Oh, right. This is special. And is it +1 or anything? Or just returning?
I think it has to be +1 to get
I think it has to be. Yeah, for the additional room. That's really
Just a +1 dagger returning.
okay. Boddy says, "Check this out," and he, the carcass of the emperor bird, he tosses it into it, and then holds up his hand, and the dagger comes back.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank God.
Is that a rune?
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's a proper room.
So we could transfer that rune to an era.
Ammunition gets used up when it's done.
50% on my sword.
No, throw your
Sword is throw my sword around.
Speaking of things range attached.
She wanted to do that for a while.
Speaking of things that don't return when you throw them, while we're down here, Plame's going to pick back up his hammer.
That's true. Oh, I'm glad he remembers that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, from way back there?
Yeah, from
Body
the
already
first.
picked it up and tossed it to you.
Oh, okay.
Earlier, yeah. I believe so. Yeah. I picked it up on the way through and gave
See,
it.
that's what you need on your hammer, man.
Or just the dagger. Boddy says, "This is real neat, but I got magic. Which one of y'all would like this returning dagger?"
Is it a
That
simple
was
weapon?
like the coolest magic
is.
I've ever seen, but I don't really use daggers, so probably not for me.
And Fawin throws stuff around with her brain.
But it's a simple weapon, so Fawin could use
It
it.
might be handy in a pinch.
Metagaming when you don't have 2 actions to spend for a spell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fawin will take it for sure.
Boddy says, "Here, catch," and he throws it up past you, and it goes. And he almost smiles.
Hobgoblin giver.
You see that little sparkle in his eyes. Says, "Sorry about that. Just a little fun," and hands it to you.
And
Hobgoblin giver.
I was wondering if you were going to catch up to that.
It's dirty. Yeah, well, all right. I was agreeing with it, but in my mind, I was like, "Wait a minute."
And everybody says, Hal's the bad one.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, that is a cool item.
That is very
Do
cool.
you know how to use stuff like that?
Yeah, I've I've had a little bit of training.
You had a little bit of... Why don't we have a training session tomorrow? I can show you how to...
So how many have you guys retrieved so far?
You can tell Fawin is very nervous about that, but she says, okay.
Look, we need to get some meat on your bones, get some muscles on you.
To what?
Slice issues.
3 total.
Yeah. Well, that included the wood.
Yeah, the 3 total. Yeah. And so we got one more left.
What?
Boddy says, Stagger, we still got some wounds out. After we're done with all this, you mind if I take another crack at trying to heal you? I promise to be almost safe for this time.
No more surgeries.
No more surgeries. Right, so last sarcophagus.
One. Go for it. That's a 10. That ain't gonna do it. Somebody else better.
Am I in here doing this? Okay.
If you want to.
18?
Oh, yeah.
18 total?
Yeah.
oh.
Someone help her?
Ooh, Fawin got an 18 to aid.
Yeah.
Oh, so Fawin actually helps you primal.
Fawin actually does something.
Yeah, we could do it together. Plame rolled 27. We're still for Diva.
Oh, for the...
Oh, wait, we already got it.
Yeah.
It's like you just push this button right here, see?
Fawin and Inara over there going, oh, we did it. And meanwhile, Plane's just going, meh.
Yep.
So it's in this one.
Sorry. I just get the image of Plame, like, pops it open, and the two of them were just shoving it against the wall.
No, Plame won't say anything about it. Make them feel better about themselves.
All right.
All right.
What do we stop, Fawin?
This guy, he has a great sword next to him.
Oh.
And a morning star.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Detect magic?
Morning star.
17 on the dice. That's a 24. But
That is a +1 morning star.
Okay, +1 morning star. So Boddy looks at his silvered morning star and this +1 morning star. And he says, well, I guess it'd be an upgrade for me a little bit. What do you in mind if I take this around for a little bit while we're down here?
Go for it.
Yeah. Puts away his silvered morning star and picks up the magical morning star. And he looks at it.
Oh, we all have a +1.
There's anything, what does it look like? What is the features of it?
It's just kind of a standard. It's got a nice thick oak handle. And then it's kind of crude actually. It's got just looks like big spikes through it.
Oh God.
I mean, like
nails?
Like somebody's drove a bunch of giant 16-penny nails to this thing.
Oh yeah.
And they come off just at odd angles. And yeah. And then there's at the very head is a little ruin etched in, like that's upper heels. Yeah. This would have been the first lictor.
Okay. The first lictor
Yeah. Well, of the helm of
this place.
of the nail
of the nail
Yeah.
of the order of the nail.
Here. Yes.
That's cool. All right. Boddy
He likes the nails.
looks for the plaque, and he takes the pieces and he prestidigitations them up to clean off any dirt and stuff and see if he can put it together.
Very nice.
It's it's lost to antiquity.
Bummer.
You might be able to do some research when you get back to town or something.
Okay, that's cool. Boddy sends one more pulse of detect magic through this room. Does anything else pop out besides that thing on the wall?
We've got all four
Pop
of
out.
those.
The armor that they're wearing, it's mundane, right? So
It's nice quality.
So what do we have? We had a plate, half plate. What are the other ones?
The rest are in full.
Full plate?
Yeah.
Okay, and half plate is still heavy armor, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Hell Knight half plate counts as heavy plate.
If it has a normal stats of normal health plate, half plate, it's +5 armor AC bonus, dex cap +1,
Yeah.
check penalty -3, speed penalty -10. Boddy looks at all the armor and says, well, this armor is very nice, but it's too heavy for me to use. It's not quite my style. And Boddy looks at Stagger's armor and says, yours is a little worse to the wear there.
It has character.
Yeah, that big scratch in the foot for the white, it's actually pretty intimidating. Then Boddy walks over to Stagger and says, all right, let me look at this. Give me just a couple minutes to look at this real quick. And he will do a standard heal check,
Alrighty.
medicine check for treat wounds. 10 plus 6 is 16, success.
Awesome.
So 2d8 heal, 7 points. Does that fill him up?
Nope.
Not quite.
He's too shy.
Gosh, dang it.
But he's still pretty.
Boddy almost fixes him up and says, yeah, you need a little more. Those until we get all those wounds sewed up, you're still going to be weak from nearly dying.
Yes. I imagine so.
Boddy looks over at Plame and says, Plame, I don't know how long it's been since you've done your magical healing touch, but maybe Stagger might be able to...
Yeah, so it's been a while. So Plane's like, yeah, hang on. He looks over and he reaches over and touches Stagger. And
That will heal him up. Oop, max.
Yay! So now he's got no wounded.
Yeah.
he's not wounded, but he's still drained.
He's still drained.
Boddy takes a little bit of time, and he also gets in his book real quick, and he focuses and gets back his focus point while Blame is doing that.
All right, so do we want to go down through the crypts, or are we done with the undead for a while?
I would say we're done with it.
Because the other things that are going to be in there's that one door that's down in that room with all the floor coffins that we came into first.
Yeah. And there's a hallway there at the back of the ossuary.
And there's a hallway back at the back of the ossuary.
I think we should at least open the door, see what it is.
If you guys totally want to talk some sense into Fawin and be like, no, let's go across the other way.
Plame's thinking back, and I think Plame is going to advocate or say, we never went to the back of that room with the skull, scale, spine things. I think if I remember, there was a room back there that we haven't looked at yet.
But do we need to go into every room?
Yes.
I think the reason why we didn't go there is because we were done with the undead stuff going on here.
But maybe if there was anything down the room from the ossuary where the spinal things came from, surely it would have come on out because it looked like it was just an open passageway. We could at least...
you take the lead, Olin.
No, Plame, I'll go take a look.
I'll go with you.
It worked so well the first time, right? Plame is going to go down there and go into stealth mode, so he's going to go back out into the main hallway and do the first, that middle door, which takes him into the
room with all the floor burials.
Yeah. And he's going to go into stealth, and he rolled a 26.
Okay.
Carefully go into the ossuary room, through that door, and stop and listen.
Boddy doesn't hang back.
With a 21 perception. He's going to kind of look and listen, make sure there's nothing moving or weird. And then he's going to make his way. Well, I'll let everybody else decide.
Fawin will follow you up to the ossuary room, but then stay back about 15 feet.
You know what?
So does nobody listen to me? Are we just gonna keep going?
Boddy says to Inara, he says, I can't let that goblin go off by himself and get killed.
That's a fair point.
But I think you're right. We should probably take it a little slow.
Yeah.
We nearly died.
Yeah, I'm just trying to use my brain for once and maybe not get us killed.
Boddy
I
said,
feel partially responsible for you guys now. You know what I mean?
well, I think we feel the same way about you. We're here together.
Yeah.
But that goblin,
Take it slow.
the goblin is going to do what goblins do.
That is true.
Okay, so Plame's going to go ahead and creep down to where the two little Hell Knight statue things.
Oh, yeah, the two statues.
Statues.
Lumps.
And that's as far back as we'd gone before. So then he's going to look. Does he see anything else down this hallway now?
How far can you see in the dark?
Normal.
Vision is
Like daylight, except it's in black and white.
Oh, okay.
Dark vision is
I
full.
hear something rustling.
It was the torch. The torch burning.
Oh, torches! That's what it was.
Yeah, because you left the torches in here, remember?
That's how that
Yeah, that. Oh, I don't have pins. But this hallway. Oh, so you look down the hall there, and it's a 5 foot wide hall that goes, let's see here, about 25 feet, and it ends in a door. So that door would basically be parallel or in line with the door that's up in the other room, where it was in the floor barrels.
Okay. So Plame's going to go up to the door and listen with 22 perception.
Ooh. All right, you go to your roll up.
Okay. Go check for traps. 12. Thievery.
All right, you don't find any traps.
All right, is the door he's going to reach up, does that door look like it's locked, or is it?
It doesn't appear to be locked.
All right. Actually, he's going to step back. He actually makes a wisdom check here. He's going to use his mage hand and use the mage hand
smart.
to open the door.
Push it open.
Well, pull the latch down and push it or whatever.
Nice. Yes.
It pushes open. All right.
Nicely done.
And there's a large room beyond. You're not seeing any movement at all.
What's the room look like? I can see through the door anyway.
Yeah. It kind of widens out, angles out north and south from you. It goes south about 10 feet. It goes north 10, 20, 30 feet. You do notice there's kind of a little jag out of the north side. And we're like that north corner, like it jags in, and there's a door there. Rows of large metal and stone lockboxes line the winding walls of this storeroom, as do occasional shelves and what looks like filing cabinets intended for the storage of documents. The lockboxes hang ajar, having been opened and emptied long ago. A set of obvious tracks in the dusty floor suggests someone recently moved about in here. A pile of ashes and melted candle stubs lie atop a low table in the center of the room.
Whoa. This could be the source of our summoning.
So with a 17 perception, I'm going to make an assumption that, since you read it, that Plame can see those footprints and realizes that they're fairly recent.
Yes.
Okay, he's going to go ahead then and go back to Boddy, since Boddy had walked halfway up the ossuary. And he's going to relay to Boddy.
It looked like it was some kind of vault or records room or something, but it's been cleaned out, or at least rummaged through, and there's fresh footprints in the dirt.
Boddy, his eyebrow arches up and he says, "What kind of footprints?"
They look like human size. So, the big flat dumb feet of these. I mean, no one else is around.
Boddy says,
Roll me a perception check here.
20.
All right.
Modified.
Yeah.
for Plame.
They're huge, giant, clumsy feet. They're like the size of Fawins.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's dark in this area. Okay.
Where they're at is all darkness.
Okay. Inara will light her little lantern. It is a bullseye lantern that she has strapped to her belt.
That's cool.
So she'll light that and start heading down here.
Okay.
And then I'll relate it once the party gets there.
It's a odd-shaped room, like a vault or a records room or something. There's a door that leads somewhere else in the wall that I don't know it's closed. But it looks like there was somebody there recently because there's fresh footprints. I didn't see anything moving, so I think it's probably okay to go in.
Okay.
But we probably should go in together, just in case.
Yes, that is smart.
Yeah, since now we have this big torch, I don't know that there's a whole lot of reason to be stealthy-ish. So he's not worrying about that so much, but he is keeping an eye out to make sure if there's any movement or anything that looks like it would be dangerous, he'll get out the warning cry.
Yeah, nothing. All right.
But I take it nothing like that has happened?
Not what you've seen so far.
Before everybody gets in the room, Boddy carefully walks near the footprints. And can I use survival or society to try to tell what kinds of shoes they are?
Try survival.
Survival. Got a +4 on survival. That's a 19 on the dice, so a 23.
Now when you say tight, like size of foot, type of shoe?
Are they more like something that a soldier would wear, or more something like a shopkeeper would wear, or perhaps someone that works at a mortuary?
With that going on,
or an aristocrat.
you would say that it's a nice shoe, a quality shoe. From the looks of the size of the feet, a lady's shoe.
Nice. So as everybody's starting to come in, Boddy, you see him hunched over the footprints, and he says, "Right, these shoes are no soldier shoes. These look like maybe a lady's shoe. Do we know of a lady who might have been interested in these things down here, who was looking for a ring?"
Fawin immediately glances at Plame and glances back at Boddy.
I'm thinking Voss.
Voss, that's my name. Voss.
Yes. Wait. I thought you said she was headed to Mulfoon.
Yeah, Plame will look at Inara and say,
Voss was that weird lady that owned the bookstore, I guess, or something. But she was a bit sneaky, Buddy.
The bookstore.
Yeah, remember the place where Flame about died.
Well, you were sleeping, but it was fine.
I thought we mentioned that part to you. But anyway, And Fawin's going to grab the book out of her backpack, put her backpack down, and pull Vaz's book
sneaky people.
back out of there. In so doing, she also goes, "Oh, Inara, I have 2 of those dark vision potions if you want one later, so you don't have to light your lamp."
Oh, I have one already.
Very good.
They leave like a weird taste in my mouth. I don't really like them that much.
Okay.
But I will drink them if I have to.
Yeah.
But I'll just stick to the lamp.
I didn't realize I had 2. All right, anyway. And she goes ahead and she pulls out the book with all the notes in it. Actually, she pulls out both. She pulls out both the Creatures of Garund book and then also what I'm calling the Norberger book, the book that had all the clandestine info about people in it.
Yes.
And wasn't there, and it had like, it did have like references to Norgorber in it, right?
Well, it has Norgorber's symbol on the book.
Yeah, that's what it was. And she's going to peruse through it for a moment while the rest of them are searching the room to see if there's any more clues about what she was looking for. Obviously, Alcetta's ring, we found that earlier, but if she might be on the hunt for anything particular.
There's not much about Alcetta's ring. This book was mostly about the town.
Oh, sorry. Maybe she peruses it for any Hell Knight connections, or perusing it to look to see if anyone is looking for info, like if she could like sell the info to somebody. Split the table again.
Yeah. So there's along the walls, you'll see to the north of you, a little angled wall to the north of you are storage racks. To the south of you is more storage racks. It looks like they were full of lock boxes at one point in time. Some have names on them, some don't. They're all setting open. Like someone just ripped them open and dumped everything out.
They just dump them on the floor, or they dump it in the bag and take it with them?
Must have dumped it in a bag and taken it with them because they're setting empty.
Well, maybe we could find like a record of whatever.
Well, first off, does everybody file into the room?
Slowly, I think. So this is a door on the north, right?
Yes.
Is that the only door in the room?
The only one you see. Go ahead and put.
It's not quite an octagon room, but
Wait, but there's this door here that leads.
There's a door just to our left as we come in that looks like it goes on the same wall. It looks like
It goes back into that room where
into
the floor
graves. Yeah, we're sure that's where it goes.
Yeah. Far wall is like a series of file cabinets, and then in the middle of the room, are a bunch of burnt down candles, like a ring of them, and there's some other paraphernalia laying on the table.
So you said there's all the chests are empty. Plame real quick wants to look around at the walls and stuff with a 8 on the dice, so 8 and 5, 13.
Yeah.
He just wants to see if he sees any weird glowing runes etched into the walls.
Into the walls? No.
Okay, cool. I feel better.
God.
Staggerum, you notice, is going down through the block boxes.
Boddy wants to hit this area with detect magic.
Okay. Somebody seems to have left something on the table there, next to all the candles, and also the table itself. It's a little odd in that back door.
And the back door?
Yes.
Boddy says, White, there's magic on that door and this table itself and something on it. And so he says, don't touch it yet. The door especially. Should I do like a perception check to see what I can find on the table?
Yeah.
10 on the dice, that's like an 18, I think, is what that's too well.
On the table is the candles. There's 5 candles in a circle. Someone seems to have scratched a big symbol into the table, but the candles around it. That kind of glimmers very dimly. Oh, no. And then next to it is some papers with a big silver amulet on top.
Silver amulet. And the silver amulet is what I put the magic that was on there. Besides the table.
Was the paper?
The paper? The silver amulet is not what's magical.
That's correct.
The paper is what's magical. Is it a scroll?
Looks like someone has set some scrolls or a portfolio, like we stick paper.
Oh, okay.
And that is sitting on top of it.
Paper.
Real
magical
quick.
paper.
Sorry, with the occultism roll of 21, does Plame recognize this thing carved that the candles are sitting around as, because he kind of remembers back to when we first met Staggerum and they had that big thing. Mm-hmm. So does he realize this is a summoning? Is this a summoning?
It's not the same as the one upstairs. Someone was trying to pull something, probably trying to conjure spirits of the dead, as compared to the one upstairs, which was meant for conjuring, demons.
So Flame will look at this and go,
Hey, Stagram, do you recognize this? Looks like it might be one of the summoning dead type symbols scratched.
He goes, yes, that is definitely a symbol. He kind of shrugs. I'm a fighter.
Yeah. Outside of his realm of knowledge, besides the original.
I wonder if this, and he looks at Fawin, I wonder if this is what was triggering all the protection runes.
Arcana? Boddy says, you're probably right. If this, maybe between this and the summoning circle upstairs, it was enough to set off all these guards and protections. Boddy's going to do an Arcana check to see if he can figure out what it's for. 19 on the dice. That's a
Sweet.
26.
Yeah, combined with what he said, someone was trying to speak with dead.
Gotcha. Is that what the scroll is? That's the paper that's magical?
You don't know. Like I said, it's in a little portfolio with the amulet.
I'm afraid to touch it.
Is that inside the circle or outside the circle? It's outside the circle.
Yeah,
It's set, like somebody set it down and then did the circle.
out of curiosity, with the 21 occultism, does Plame know if disrupting the circle would cause the magic to dissipate, or would it be a bad thing?
You probably wouldn't know.
Okay.
Since you're not an actual necromancer or anything like that. How do you know? Good point.
Body set. So, putting the two and two together, the player Jeremy thinks that the silver medallion might have been the focus of the spell to try to connect with the person that wore the medallion. So that could have been like the tie to the undead. And so he says, "Careful! I think that maybe this amulet." He says, "I don't think we should touch that thing yet. Let me try to figure it out." He says, "But this is definitely something that they use to speak with the undead, which is necromancy magic, which could be what's setting off that seal in this close proximity, maybe." So Boddy's going to, because the amulet's on top of the paper, right?
Yeah.
Which is next to the circle.
Yeah. The circle showed up magic. The paper showed up magic. The amulet on top did not.
Yeah. Boddy steps back, and he's going to mage hand the amulet
Okay.
off the table. And Boddy says, before he does it, he says, "Everyone, be ready. This could trigger something bad." And he pulls the amulet up off the and like floats it in front of him and like spills it around, looks at it.
Oh, you didn't suck it to your hand.
No, he's not touching it.
All right. As it kind of spins around, you see on the backside are two faces in relief. It appears to be a silver religious symbol. Two faces in profile.
Okay.
It's finely crafted, probably worth several gold pieces.
Well.
Yeah. It was just set down like a paperweight. And does anybody have religions?
Boddy is never floated over to Stagram.
Academia?
Okay.
For sure.
Never mind. I floated over to
That is a 19
Yes.
on the die.
Boddy. Floats over to Fawin.
Yeah, you.
And then maybe society would make for a 27.
Do you have, what kind of lore do you have?
I have fortune telling lore, herbalism, and academia.
That's the one that would apply.
All right, so also a +8, so a 27.
That, my friend, is a holy symbol of Alceta.
Yes, because Fawin's been looking, while they've been doing this, she's been looking through the books, and look, right here, and she flips back a couple pages where they talk about Alceta's ring, and boom.
So what does that mean?
That's
That was perfect.
Right!
It wasn't. No, they're perfect.
Emily, as the player, actually kind of forgot well this Alceta business.
Okay, I'm going to
That's perfect role play.
Perfect.
so.
Plame will look at Inara and say, "That means we're going to be here a while."
And Fawin holds the book close to herself and just everything she knows. Everything she knows about Alceta, the goddess of doorways. Go ahead.
Alceta is the goddess of change in the elven pantheon, which means that she handles any kind of transition or change, the change between seasons, the change between inside and outside. And because of that, she's also the goddess of portals and gateways, and the goddess of sentries and sentinels.
Safe passage.
Yeah, safe passage.
But when I talked about portals in Pathfinder, the elves actually possibly came from another planet, and that's the kind of portal they used to go back and forth. And they actually fled Galarian when a big star stone crashed.
There's a giant meteorite crashed in that was like 6,000 years ago. Alceta had taught the elves how to make portals that took them to another planet, and that's how the elves survived the collision.
Called Aiuvarin.
Yep. They're called Aiuvarin. They're special magic portals that
Not
take
dark.
very like dark. Aiuvarin.
Wow, that is a lot to take it.
Yeah, you took in about half of that.
Okay. Like, this sounds like crazy talk.
I know.
They're talking.
Right? And Voz is all into like trying to find things out about people. What dead do we think she might have been trying to talk to down here?
Did the Hell Knights?
Yeah.
He
Because
goes back to checking the boxes.
Yep.
yeah.
You seem really excited about this.
Oh, it's part of my people, the Aiudara, the Elven Gates. It's a topic of great interest for me.
Interesting. So you guys came from a portal on another planet, Uranangan.
Yes, well, not yes, but centuries ago, that my mom's people came from a place far away.
Yeah.
Not sure if I believe that, but okay.
He made his constitution check, so he didn't quite fall asleep. But he is going to take this time while Fawin's just rambling on or whatever. And although he's not going to touch this door because he remembers Boddy's warning, but he does want to look at this door really closely and see if he can see what might be causing it to be magical. And that would be a 26 on thievery.
That door cabby corner.
There's not something on this side of the door you can see.
Okay.
Interesting. Boddy wants to do should I identify the magic on the door? Should I identify the magic on the paper? I'm going to start with the paper.
Okay.
Should I identify that magic on it?
So you start digging through it?
Well, see, that's the kind of question that makes me question my entire existence as a player. Boddy looks at the top page of the paper. What does he see?
They appear to be pages that were ripped out of a book.
Okay. Like, what language are they in?
It's some indecipherable scrawl.
Of course. Boddy looks over at Fawin and says, Fawin, can you look at this writing and see if it makes any sense to you?
Of pause.
It's going to be an Arcana check.
Fawin can speak Sylvan, Draconic, Dwarven, Infernal, and Common, and her Arcana check was a 15 on the die for a 23.
Okay. Those appear to be pages that were pulled from, judging from like the little symbols that are drawn, and that looks like a spell book. Oh. Somebody has been ripping pages out of a spell book.
That's sacrilege.
And leaving it.
Yeah. And Fawin will pick them. Wait, hold on. With the 14, Fawin starts to reach for them, and then pauses and be like, "You ready?"
Boddy says, all right.
And she picks up these pages off of the table.
Yep.
Boddy says, one of them's magical. I can sense it.
Okay. And then she starts flipping through the pile.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's a page.
Like clumped together?
Yeah.
Like with binding, holding together, something like that?
Yeah.
Boddy's going to take one of the clumps and he's going to use Arcana check to identify it.
Okay.
11 plus 7 is 18.
That is darkness.
The spell?
The spell of darkness.
Boddy looks through it and his eyes kind of like gleam over and he looks at it Fawin and says, well, this is a magic spell.
And we read that off like a scroll if you wanted to.
While he's looking at that one, in that 10 minutes, Fawin will look at stack number 2. Oh, it's cheese and crackers. Only a 16.
Was it a 15?
15 for level 1.
Oh, yeah, 15 for level 1.
What's level 2?
18.
I think 18 for level 2. So, I don't know this one.
You may not know that one.
How about this one, Boddy? And I'll trade you the second one.
Okay.
And then I'll look at the third one.
Oh, 9, so it's a total of 16 for me. So it's on.
Yeah, we don't know what the second one is. But the third bundle, Fawin got a 25 on.
Oh, that's heal.
Oh.
That's a scroll of heal.
Nice. We can use it.
But none of it.
We can.
Plame?
Maybe.
I think that would entail reading the scroll.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
So,
Boddy says, that's great. Well, we need to figure out which one she was using.
yeah,
Maybe it's probably that level 2 spell. Or we say she.
there you go. And an 18 on the fourth bundle.
Magic missile.
Oh, Force
Which we know already.
Barrage.
Force Barrage, yeah.
I don't mind if we have a scroll of Force Barrage, because then Fawin can just read it and use it.
You just see Inara leaned over the table. Oh my god, this is so boring.
You see Stagger sitting at the wall staring.
At us?
No, he's staring at those lockbox.
So after Boddy gets done trying his best at these, he says, Stagger, what's on your mind?
He taps this lockbox, and you see there's a name scratched on it in common.
Is it Stagger? And is it empty?
Yes.
Boddy says, "Oi, so somebody found your ancestor's lockbox in here?
Yes.
Already nicked whatever's inside."
I'm gonna roll a perception check for him. Oh yeah. No, I do not think that they did. Someone have a dagger.
If the Inquisitor gives him his dog slicer.
Takes it, goes, and the bottom was wood, and it pops out.
Oh, a secret compartment.
So that's what he was doing. He was like, inside's this deep, but the outside's this deep.
That's exactly what he was doing. I was like, something's not right here.
Boddy, I guess, takes his knife back and says, "Oh, very clever, Stagger. Sounds like your great-granddaddy was pretty good at this thing."
He digs around in the false bottom, pulls out a small box, and then he retrieves a key that's tucked under his belt and unlocks it. And that's in here. Was right, all right.
Wayfinder Legends is a production of Red Dirt RPG LLC, and all original characters and artwork are the property of the respective creators. The Age of Ashes Adventure Path was originally produced by Paizo Publishing, and all Paizo titles, characters, and artwork are used with respect under the guidelines of the OGL and Orc Gaming licenses. If you like what you've heard, join the party at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. You'll get additional content, Discord access, quarterly gifts, and more. Join the party at patreon.com/reddirtdnd.
A young boy is running through a manor house. Everyone is in panic. People are talking excitedly among themselves. Some people are just jamming random things into their pocket. You can hear them saying, "Oh, the gates have fallen. They're coming. You've been betrayed." Da-da-da-da-da. All this, like, just may. The young boy's running through this. And he runs into the main room of the manor house. And there stands the Lord Mayor himself of the city in his long golden robes, speaking to a tall man in dark armor, a demon face etched on the breastplate. The man turns to the mayor, says, "You are right. The gates have fallen. The goblins are coming, and in numbers that are immense." Yes, says the mayor, "and surely your men will fight them back." I have dirty hell knights against an army of goblins? No, sir. We are ferocious, but we are not miracle workers. I cannot give you back your city, Mayor, but I can give you something else. I can give you time. Take all who have survived, flee out the postern gate, down the frozen river. Go to Elder, go to the capital. Do not stop for anything. Do not light fires at night, or they will find you and hunt you down.
Sir, it's the winter. No fires at night. We will freeze in the cold. Would you rather die in the heat, the fire of your city? I can get you a sword, Lord Mayor.
No, I have to survive. I have to protect my people.
Yes, protect your people. He turns and he looks at the boy. Alec, where is your... a woman in armor has stepped out beside him. Your mother. He steps forward to the two of them, and he bends down to the boy and says, Alec, my son, I have so many lessons to teach you, so many more words to say. If I could put my pen to them, I would drown the world in the pages I would make. But I do not have time for that. The time I give them, I'm afraid I have stolen from you. Know this, sir. The heart of all that I would teach you is this. There will come an hour when the warg bays at the door. There will come a time when the darkness that is in men's souls would tear down whatever is around you. In that hour, you will realize wealth has no meaning. Game has no meaning. To be born high or low means nothing. All that matters is in that hour when the world is falling down, that a man stood, that he held his ground against the darkness, that he held to his honor, and victory or defeat will mean nothing. He puts his hand on the shoulder. If I had but more time. He stands. Vian, my love, take my son. Take those who have survived. Get them safely to the capital. He turns and opens the door. And you can't tell if it's snow or ash that's falling outside. Because you can hear the screams and the ripple of fire moving through the city.
Wait. Director Stagger. You're not coming with us? What are you going to do?
He looks back over his shoulder at a city ablaze. You can hear trolls smashing things. You can hear the gibbering of bugbears. They slaughter their victims. You can see goblins lighting their bodies fallen in the street on fire. Most of them lie limp. A few poor souls do not. You can hear Bargus baying out orders to their troops and Borg calling response. And Goblin Lord, a sea of them pouring into the city. He looks out at this mayhem and he looks back at him and says, they shall say when the world fell down, he stabbed him, he helped. He lifts his sword, unsheaths it, and just tosses the sheath aside. And walks in the street, and as he steps into the falling ash and snow, you can hear him crying out, Hell Knights, men of the Order, come to me, we hold here. Oh, that's a good roll.
What are you rolling for over here?
I'm rolling for Stagger.
For Stagrum?
No, I'm rolling initiative. No.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it was a knowledge check.
Oh, okay. I was like, Stacy's rolling dice and I'm casting spells. Not that I have PTSD about this place right now. Yeah, okay.
This could go bad.
This is very nice. I like this a lot. When we get back to town, I'll have to try it out.
Yeah.
On the dummies in the back of quarters and bits.
Right. That's what I assumed you meant. I wasn't worried you were going to kill someone in town.
Yes, none of us were worried about that.
Yeah, that's the last thing on my mind. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Okay, the first lictor.
Yeah. Well, of the helm
of this place.
Of the
nail.
Of the nail. Yes.
Of the Order of the Nail.
Mm-hmm. Here. Yes.
That's cool. All right, Boddy is.
He likes them nails.
Body.
But doesn't have a name.
The name.
He has a name.
Yeah.
It's a great name.
Side question to what were those gauntlets called? Bracers and missile deflection?
Yeah.
That's it.
What's the room look like? I can see through the door anyway.
Yeah.
Full of treasure.
And dragons.
Oh, treasure dragons.
Undead dragons.
Oh gosh.
Level 3.
How do you find level 3 in there?
No, I mean, I thought you meant like you fight undead dragons for level 3. I was on see how that was going to go.
No, level 3 undead dragons.
Good luck, Plame.
Yeah.
CR3 undead dragons. They're paper dragons.
So does nobody listen to me? Are we just gonna keep going?
Zagram's like,
Inara says, Inara. I just call myself
Everyone
Inara.
wants to be Inara.
In case one of these things is a mimic.
It's a mimic.
That was meta.
that's a mimic. That's a mimic.
So,
Oh, God.
No mimics here, just us chests. But don't open us up, we have treasure.
Oh, my God.
I play in the wrong class. I can't cast magic missile at the darkness.
Well, first off, does everybody file into the room?
Slowly, I think.
Spoken like a DM reader.
Yeah.
Spring a trap.
On the backside are 2 faces in relief.
we can relax their faces in relief.
Nice. Nicely done.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yes.
So you guys came from a portal on another planet. You're an alien.
Yes, but we're here legally. We've done all the paperwork.
That's funny.
I was born here, so I'm a naturalized citizen.
Yeah.
Anyway, never mind.
And that's the end of the episode. We're out of time.
Oh!
What's in the box? The next episode?
What's the
The box, the next episode.
Yeah.
It's a little box. It must be a little episode.
The little box.
It's bigger on the inside.
It's bigger. It's a Doctor Who episode. We're going to space.
It's a box of holding.
Oh, my gosh. That's hilarious. All right.
See you next time.
See you guys next time.